Yo, yo, yo. Okay, we here, baby. A little late, but I had to get a shipment. Got a couch. And was running a bit late. But we here, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Thursday. Let's see what we're working with. I'm just gonna go on top time frame. I didn't really trade too much today. For AM, I just took some on my Robinhood swinging. But wow, what a pump! We're gonna be back inside this weekly fair value gap. This is basically the main target that we're drawing into, 519s. ES is drawing to these next two highs on the weekly chart too. This is just bullish. I think with FMC now, like, you're picking a direction and Trump is setting that move. Basically fill this whole daily fair value gap pretty much back and forth right now. I'm pretty sure the 4-hour looks gonna look good for upside right now. Let me see. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Good retrace here. 2 p.m. If we get closer above this 4 p.m., I think pretty much a moonshot to the next high. Let's see, let's see, let's see. We can see a bullish breaker here too, right? On the hourly. It's a pretty darn large one here. Look at that. With the hourly FEG in between it. We're gonna expect probably a retrace here for a leg up. Like, if it is still bullish, this is what we're gonna pretty much expect. I'm not sure how far it's gonna retrace, but we're gonna look for it. Oh shit. Let's see what we can cook today, guys. We've been cooking this whole week, this whole Monday through Wednesday. Keep on pushing. So I think it's even further out. So we have some gaps to work with here. I think we're just kind of tapping out at these highs. We're gonna see a nice retrace back down. So if you are trying to short this, you want to be very strategical about it. Shorting good areas, waiting for the confirmation, and then you're targeting. You're not trying to go for a low day or 200 points. You're at least going for the next support. So like next support will be the 15-minute gap or the hourly here. Looking for a drive in 270s right now. I think that aligns with a lot of things. So, let's see. You go to school or something in the morning. AM was lit. That's what it is, baby. I just don't trade AM anymore. I mean, because I'm trying to trade Asia and PM as well. That's 2 sessions. That's like 2-3 hours each. Like, that's like 5 hours total. If I trade AM as well, that's like another 2 hours. I don't want to be trading the whole day here. So most people already tap out for PM or don't even trade Asia. Use code SMARTDAY, submit for the rebate. Much love, Brian. Dude, I actually, someone asked me, like, can I submit the rebate? Like, do you mind if I do? Or like, they like, oh, I didn't know the website, but I use your code just to support you. Can I still submit the rebate? I'm like, dude, this platform we design is to give back. So like, it's encouraged, never gonna be pushed away. That's why, like, some people, before it even happened, I'm like, you guys just submit it anyways. Even if you want to support me, let me support you same way. I think we just do something like this as our main main thing here. So I'm pretty I think we could try a short scalp just up till this gap until the hourly as well. That'll be the next PD Ray. We can't long this up here for sure, especially when this is such a good area for shorts or for longs. So I think this is gonna be short bias, short-term short bias. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? What do you guys want to see for shorts here? We're looking at this order block here. See how far we close. I think we have a good shot to go for like 250s, 260s here. So I'm actually drawing for this bare minimum. I don't know how you want to get there. And then if we get a short, right, it's be like, you know, more of a scalp, seeing how far we can take it to the next Peter Ray, the bullish Peter Ray, and then if we can get a long setup there, that's where we would jump in longs. But I think it's pretty reckless to long up here for obvious reasons. Small gap. Yeah, I'm not really seeing too much to work with here. It's very tight here. I mean, what I can see is like maybe one more drive, leave this lows, and then we'll take the next one at least. If I bought top one account with smart code, can I get the rebates? It's only when we onboard them. They gave us a code. I'm not sure if my team wants to push them out yet, but that's what we promised for every firm. Like if we do onboard them, we'll basically allow rebates for a lifetime. So like if you purchase like 4 months, 5 months ago, we'll still honor it the first month that we onboard them. Let's see. I use your code SMART, but I don't even use your website. I want to keep the full commission. I mean, we appreciate that, but you know, it's also free money back to you that we already have in mind to give back. So like, if that's what you want to do, that's cool. But nothing's stopping you from taking the rebate because it does add up. Over a month, people on average rack up like a few $100, and then like in a quarter, so that's 3 months. It could be like 500, 700, depending on how many firms they're using. Not because they're just blowing accounts, just because they're trading so many different firms. Like so for me, like I'm trading like 6 firms. We have like 8 partners. If you are using our code for all of them, it adds up. Like for instance, like 5 TradeFi accounts, 5 instant fundings is like $500 a piece, which is expensive, but it's rewarding. We'll give you like $25 commission per, so that's like 125 on the first set right there. So it's pretty easy to rack it up. I still like this to play for lower, guys. Is that the right move? Is that the right move here? What do you guys think? Chat, what do you guys think here? Short-term bias here. For the next 30 minutes. I can't see why wouldn't we. If we want higher, this is going to be the area for us to drive in first. So I think short-term lower. I want to see how we can get in. Is the fair value even up? Yeah, it's fine. The fair value is fine, but like we don't even have. It's like so choppy here. I don't see it in the 5 minute. I mean, here would be fine. I think this retrace. This makes sense to me. I don't even know if we'll get the retrace. Let's see. I'm just looking for like a pop over 300 again, one more. We could just try scaling slowly, perhaps, or really push for it. But let me take this over. Okay. I'm leaning bearish too, guys. Just for a short term. I think one more drive, one more false drive here would be it. See the 30-second, honestly. See a gap here. Anything above 300, I think, is a go. I might try to get a micro in pop of 300 and look for ads if we can get that pop over 307s here. I think that would be the clean one. Because we have the chain state delivery ahead here. We have a target right below. And so it's been respecting the lower time frame too, and we're just drawing lower right now. This 5-minute gap would, yeah, but would be it, like that pop over 307. And that's the plummet. Look at that. I don't know if anyone's in short. I'm still looking for if we don't take out these lows, which I think, well, we still have lower. The hourly gap to drop over 270 is like when I'm like, okay, probably not gonna be as aggressive shorts, but I'm still looking. We're so close. I was like looking for 300 here. That's the first immediate draw right now. We're still drawing for lower. This retrace, I think, will still play for it. Can you explain how you trade? I have a trading video that's like 50 minutes that explains kind of like everything in a easy to pick up. It's like 50 minutes. You should watch it before you watch the stream. Is that kind of like less like a syllabus or something? But yeah, if we get any shorts, it's gonna look something like this. It could be anywhere from 308 all the way like 300. I feel like it's like a general thumb. Do I have the entry box? Am I? I'm pretty sure I have an entry box. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think something like this, something above 300 all the way 308. And you want to keep, let's see where I put my stop. This is a 5-minute setup. I think we have a good draw right now. This would be pretty ideal, and then you look for that. A drive through 370s for the most part. That's like where the hourly gap is. And that's bare minimum. Right? Is that right? 370? Yeah. So it's a pretty good risk reward. So even not looking for that low, still like 37 points with like 15-point stop. All right, see if we get another jab here. Still looking for a pop over 300. If we get it, cool. And I'm gonna keep my stop right here. I think that should be fine. 322 is this high. Let's see if we get pop over 307s here. 307 and flips would be ideal. That would be ideal. Maybe be more cautious. You wait for that low time frame flip. See here. See. There's that drive to that 5 here. We didn't take that high yet. Okay, now we did. So you can add a starter. I'm gonna just add a few micros in, but I'm gonna look for this to flip first, then add in. This is gonna be the stop hunt here, or my main stop basically. But you're basically looking for this to drive up and fail. The moment it fails, you just add, and you're gonna go for these lows. I think that's a good draw right now. And I don't want to be fully in or size in heavy because I'm still waiting for that low time flip. This is still counter trend, so you want to be, instead of just trying to go for the top, try to time the top, you want to go for the, like, if we're going like this, to drive all the way up, you don't want to get your main ads or full ads on the left side. You want to get it whilst turning, and I think that's what's possible here. This is what we're looking at. If we turn, we get a 30-second to 1 minute flip here, which I'm the 1 minute right now. We have this gap here, so like, if we get a closure right now, we'll use this as a gap too, and that'll be the confirmation if you want to add more or size in fully. But I don't think I want any drive past this 22 mark. So yeah, we have the 1 minute now. I got my starters in. If we get this flip on the, what the heck? I'm on the 2 minute right now. Flipping this 1 minute, I'm gonna try to add in. This would be used as manipulation for me. And then we're looking for these lows. Let's see if this plays out. Looks like we're getting a good flip. Wait for 10 more seconds. I put the code, the countdown because people requested it. That'll be the first confirmation here. Did we get the 1 minute close? It's a closure. So I'll get some more micros in. We're gonna play for this. Stop still is at 16s. So if you have starters, you can add to. I just want to keep this hard stop here. We're looking for still 370s minimum, and then see how far we can take it. So this is what I have right now. Looking pretty decent here. We kind of marked this out. If we can leave this high and just start pushing lower, that would be great. But it's still a tight stop. But it's a 5 minute setup here. So 15 points, 16 point stop is still relatively tight because our target's going for like about 50, 45 points. Let me look at the 15 minute again. Yeah, so this, I'm making a 15 minute gap is the first draw, basically. If you're looking at that, I like the hourly right now. We have such a large hourly gap that it's hard to not look at this. Like, if we want to move higher, this candle should drive in here sooner or later. I just hope we don't get tapped out before that. This is probably the last thing we need to see flip to. Because you have two gaps. It's still holding. Once this gets a closure here, I think we full send down 270s. Come on, baby. Kind of back and forth right now. We're still in a good spot here. Still hard stops at back at the entry 5 minute gap here. Let's see, we're right on this Still sitting at same area, like basically the entry area. I am just still sitting here waiting to see this play out. I have my hard stop set. I have my TP on mine. Just keeping it cool. Nothing's telling me to get out this trade yet. I'm just letting it chop. I think we're in a good entry box. And that's part of the last drive here. Come on. Come on, baby. Get that last push here. Let me push this aside. This is so hard to get a closure on, huh? They're just consolidating for this, which the moment this flips, closure up under 294s, man. I think we accelerate to the next low pretty quickly. Yellow trading says bullish. If you think it's bullish, man, we could you could long it. I'm gonna short it. We'll see what we could do. I don't know. Trading is always one or the other. We could both win or we could both lose. Let me remove this arrow. It's just sitting here right now. I don't see any reason to trim, get out the trade early, anything else. I'm just waiting here. I'll be more nervous if we do get another pop over 315s. But, I mean, we got a few points up right now. I'm going to still hold through it. I'm not going to TP early or anything. Yikes. It's still just sitting back. It's going to come right back up here. Is right. Some people in the chat is fading me right now. They're like, this is bullish. I'm logging. God damn. Let's see. Brian Stock might lose this if chat is gonna flip their momentum. But I mean, we can always base off 1-to-1. So the 16-point stop, and we get what would that be? 16 points, like just like under 290, let's say, would be like 1-to-1, and then maybe that'll be it for now, and then we just let it play. Back at entry, guys. Back at entry here. It's bullish because this is a reverse triple dipper venom model. Is that? I can't tell if that's real or not. Triple dipper venom model, because I know venom is a real thing, but triple dipper, what the hell is that? Chat gotta be trolling. Not gonna look. Someone said not gonna lie, looks bullish, bro. I think it's still a very relatively tight stop. I think it's still short-term bearish because I just see more draw lower. But I would have appreciated if it already flipped by now. It's just like it just stuck here. So I don't think any longs or any bulls are happy about this. Any shorts are kind of getting impatient. We're just waiting for this to flip here. And 30 more seconds. That's basically 1-to-1 here, though. But I'm not going for 1-to-1. I'm going for at least 270s. Because chat knows we on that demon time. Come on, keep going, baby. Next liquidity at 278. I still want lower here. 10 more seconds for this minute candle close. We just swept the low. I don't want to see this level. That would be disgusting if it flips up. But if you want to take 1-to-1, feel free to. I think we still move lower. If you want to half seize and take one off and hold the other half and trail it, put break even, do whatever you want. We're going for this, baby. I want bare minimum this hourly here though. This is bare minimum. It's such a huge hourly, so like you don't even have to TP at 270. You just start peeling off there because this is like that high time frame support area, the next P array, and you can just start scaling out if you wish. Still pushing, baby. Still pushing. This is 4 for 4 days right now, guys. Bangers after bangers. Look at the drawdown on this. This is like 5-6 points of drawdown. We're up like 30 points. Not 40 yet. And here we go. That's that 15-minute low taken. I'm gonna peel one off at 270. And then we're gonna trail the last one and see how that goes. And you guys want to like the stream, we can do a giveaway too, baby. This is always such a good time to do a giveaway while we're hitting a banger, because like I don't have to worry about the trade. I just let this, and there we go. We just let this trail. We easily just let this trail. It just, how tight does the trail have to be? Easy money, baby. Pretty much, I think target is fully getting there. It's just like everything extra is gravy now because we're tapping inside that 15-minute looks good too. 15-minute gap here, unmitigated. This is also great. I'm trying to trail this. I have it at 287s here for the last one. So I have on Top Step. This is the last one I have. Wait, why is that not? Yeah, I just put at 287 here. I'm gonna keep on trailing it very tight. I'm gonna try to keep it like about 10-15 points away and put the next high. Let's try to get this going. And for Apex, I had micros. We're still holding this. I had, I think, 6 micros, 7 micros. Looking pretty good. This is just holding a few left. Peeled off a lot because 270 was my target. I'm not really ambitious for the short, but you still look at this gap here. This breaker alone is like 120 points. This gap alone is 140 points. So for all I know, we could just go all the way down to 200 here, another 70 points, or we can just go to tippy top. So we have to let this trail. See how far we can go. So yeah, just a tip in the hourly so far. I need to remove this tippy toppy in the hourly. Still looking at this 15-minute drive as a next draw. That would be ideal around 256. I showed my trailing. It might get tipped off. It's not too big of a trailing, honestly. I just put the next gap here. Yep. Trailed off on Top Step. I have break even on Apex, but let's see. Not bad though. Let me look at chat. Yeah, type 1 if you were in shorts with us. There should be no excuses why you missed this trade if you were watching with us, because ironically, this hit this gap area, the entry box, like 7-8 times. Like you see this. This is like the whole area here. And I drew this arrow. I wanted to sweep and then move lower. This whole area got like idle for 10 minutes. So even like it was like it's too quick to call out. We kind of framed this up pretty easy. I mainly wanted to go for 270. the full target would have been like at least 255. But still, 15-point stop on this, I think. Was it 15 points? Yeah, 16 points. And this got at the 70 area, like about 37, like 2.3. This is close to 2.5. If we went for lower, we would have got 3R. So you guys know what to do. You fade the triple dipper Venom model. Saw you in Tanya's vlog as you said you were a kid with $1 million. I'm 14 years old making 6 figs a month. Who faded and got kicked in the shins? That's what happened when we got people trying to fade me. I mean, we're not trying to. It's like you could play long, you play shorts based on what you want, but I felt pretty good shorts there. That's why I don't want to be listening to other people when I have conviction already, because that might mess me up. Even like Desi or Lentils here. If I'm short bias here and they're like, I like longs here, I'm not gonna just kill my trade just because someone said that. Gotta go with the model. Y'all can preach it being bullish, but just took my 20-point short. Yes, go. That's it, baby. That's it. Let's see if we can go more for another drive here. I saw it by Apex. Top step got trailed out. I think did it hit me at the top? Yeah, I think I put it like 287. It went 287.75. I think I put it right. It should have been this gap here, but you know what? That's just unlucky. I'm not worried about it. I'm surprised it even went through this gap. First trade of the day, baby. See you guys next one. This is so early, so we still have like another hour and 20 minutes. Tanner said, "You called that one as clear as any trade I've ever seen." That's why I'm beating all the allegation guys. The allegation like, oh, he paper trades, he don't take trades, he don't alert. I mean, I don't have to share my execution, but like I can just verbally say like where to go. It's pretty easy with how I trade because I drew this arrow when price action was over here. So I'm anticipating just sweep this high inside this 5-minute gap, respect it, stop the previous high, and then just go for the draw. If you are not sure how I'm trading, there is a video that I have. It was highly requested for months, and I spent like 2-3 days working on it, like 4 days, to just basically jam pack a comprehensive video, kind of like ICT basics as well as how I use it. But if you look at my channel, it should be this one, trading guide, the essential trading guide. So it goes over all the breakers, the unicorn, everything. Pretty much 15 minutes and 9 seconds. If you are able to watch through that, good. Why not just tell what ICT model you're using? I think so. I'm gonna just coin it the smart model because I feel like the way that I trade ICT is different from someone else. Unless you guys can, what would you guys describe how I trade for those who know? Because I use like the breakers, the unicorn. I use time frame alignment. I use low time frame confirmation. Shit. What else? I mean, I feel like it's like an arsenal, and you're just going with it. Just main clear 3 things is: do we have a clear draw liquidity? What's the time frame alignment, and what's the entry? But yeah, like you can't really say I just trade breakers or unicorn because this trade had no breakers, no unicorn for the entry. But we did have a pretty clear draw here in the hourly. We didn't even hit the breaker yet. That's funny. So I look at the breaker high here. Is at 263. I think that's why I still think we move lower. This is such a shallow drive-in. We still have the 15-minute gap. So if anything, you hold your original position or you look for ads, which I'm gonna do both. Brian just gave us a Wheelan special. That's what it is. Is it long now? No, I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet. Because I would ideally also want this drive into the 15-minute gap. I would also want it to drive in a little bit deeper. Like we didn't even hit the breaker. We hit the hourly gap. No breaker entry yet or tap in yet. So like when I'm looking at like where price should be drawing to, I still think we draw lower. So if you guys like any other short entries, go for it. Let's see. See what we're working with. Your commentary and draw on the screen is all anyone ever could ever ask for. That's the goal, really. Like commentary, anticipation, walking you through the whole steps, rather than just saying like short here, put stop here, here's a TP, boom. Because that's signal botting, which works until it doesn't, because you really want to understand how to trade. So we still have more time. We still have more time. Bobby, sarcasm. No, I definitely see the sarcasm, Bobby. You cool. You cool. Okay, so yeah, I still think we move lower. I just have a few micros, just looking for 256 and under, just deeper drive here. If we get a 15-minute closure under this, did we get it? I need to zoom in here. I guess we did. I guess we did. So if you think about it like this is also a 15-minute change to delivery, because we have these two up close candle, which we got to close under the bodies of the opening of it. So here we would look for a general retap and just respecting. You don't want to see it basically come back up to 300, because that's that midpoint of that OB. You just want to see a quick reaction. It could go through a little bit, but not anywhere the 50% of this open to close here. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking. It doesn't have to go too deep. We're still looking at this 15-minute gap. We drop it on the 1, maybe we'll see another entry model. If not, I have my micros and I'm just gonna hold for. It's gonna be maybe another 200, 300 bucks on each account. The BSP system. I just want to go with a smart model because it's pretty. I feel like you're kind of putting everything together. It's like Lego blocks. You're like, I got time frame alignment, I got draw liquidity, I got entry models, which could be breakers, unicorn, PPR, fair value gap, inversion. Like so many pieces, and you're just kind of putting it all together in my own unique way, because not many people look at low time frame for confirmation. Not many people use breakers like how I do, or how I draw them. And not many people also scalp like I do. It's like a very tight scalping. I think your style is very scalp-based trading. That's basically what it is. I usually extend it when I'm trading longer, like higher time frame, when I'm swing trading. Basically do the same thing I do in the 1 minute, but like execution is like on the 15-minute. And I'm looking at the daily chart more. So here I'm mainly looking at like the hourly, and now I'm the 55-minute, or I look at the 15-minute and I look at the 1 minute. Like it's a kind of mixture. So my low time frame is the 1 and 5. My intraday is the 15 hourly, and then higher is like 4-hour daily. That's the gist of it, basically. It looks like something like this. I got the low time frame bias, which is my execution. I got my intraday bias, which is what I'm mainly looking at when I'm scalping as my intraday bias, which is, I guess, an intermediate bias. And the higher time frame, which it should align, but it doesn't have to. If it's like interfering, you just gotta play what you see. The most important thing is the 15-minute though. And this necessarily is not bearish yet, but you think of like, would you long up here when you have such a large gap here and we're already stalling out, or even the hourly here, such a large gap, we're stalling out here, and you're just waiting for the 5-minute flip. The 5-minute bear speed already respected here, and it kept on going. If you look at the 1 minute, it's just been basically respecting. So this is what it looks like. It just goes up, goes down, up, shallow consolidation, and then flips, and then basically do a U-turn here. So this is pretty much a flip here, even in the lower time frame. So you pair that up with a draw liquidity on the higher time frame, it's pretty easy to see why short would work here. Like the stream, chat. Let's do a giveaway. 250 likes for each giveaway. I think this is 200. This is when we had like 500 viewers. Now we have like 800 nowadays. So we got it up at 250. I mean, 800. If everyone likes, we usually get 4,000 viewers too. Everyone likes. That's like 750 out of 4,000. That would be 3 giveaways per day, pretty easily. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Also, I didn't say that we're online. That's probably why. That's why you guys gotta just put your notification on. Put notification, put the bell on. Easy, easy money. All right, let me look at the chat. Need execution on screen plus face cam. We'll have face cam Tuesday, and then we'll see how far we're going from there. Are we breaking platform rules by taking our signals? No, so I think there's like that caveat. If you have my exact entry and my exact like stop, exact TP, then it could be flagged. But like here, like my entry wasn't exactly 06. It was like kind of like a pop over, and then for starters, and then I added more. So it was like, that's why I don't show everything. I show the idea. But if I showed my whole screen and like I put a limit order here, I put a stop here, I put a TP here, I'm pretty sure a few prop firms would flag that if you take exactly what I do. So that's why I don't do it. And I also don't want to just give signal bots a free win, free lunch. Because we have the same entry idea, we have similar stops, similar TP, but we don't have anything exactly. That's the main difference that is protecting us. Do you trade AM live? No, I don't trade AM. I used to, but I switched over to PM. And the thing about trading is, do you want to trade the whole day? You want to trade New York AM? You want to trade PM? You want to trade Asia, London? I'm just picking 2 sessions. I already have Asia in lock. I have PM in lock. I'm not going to do more than that. Let's see. Why do you only trade PM? I think PM is just much more consistent. I mean, I think this week AM has been good, but like it just kind of flipped. So like if you're a trader that trades both AM and PM, you'll see like sometimes AM's good, PM's bad, then PM's good, AM's bad. I'm just trying to stick with one session, and I've been focused on PM session for the last like 9 months now. We started PM together. So I was like, I announced to everyone, like, I think I'm going to just stop. I'm going to retire trading AM and just focus on PM. What do you guys think about that? We actually commit to it. And 9 months later, we're still trading PM, and it's been pretty consistent. It works a little bit better than AM because I like to do tight stops. I was able to basically maneuver from doing like a 20-point stop on AM to about a 10-point stop on PM. So like I'm reducing half the risk basically, and that allows me to do more base hits and just basically wait for the setup too. Let's see this 5-minute gap. If this 5-minute gap's retrace and just rejects, could be another down move here. I'm gonna put hands off until I see something for another short opportunity. I'm still looking for it, unless we get a nice drive through this 5-minute gap and then through this next OB, then I might be hands off again, just wait. But I'm somewhat confident in my conviction that we still move lower and we just get a second entry somewhere like this. PM is better since everyone else does AM. Yeah, it's also the stream too. There's like 10 live streamers in AM, and then you see PM, there's like 1 or 2. Anyways, I think this is still a good short. I'm just thinking about premium discount. We already hit the low, and we're still somewhat bullish on most time frames. The draw, I still expect lower, but it doesn't have to hit the next one. What I'm fearful of is what if instead we start chopping up a little bit more like this, and then start flipping down, and then you'll get stopped out already. And so I just want to take it easy after the first win, which we made a good amount of money on, and just see what we could do now. This is still a idea right now, which probably be like a B- setup if there's a entry model here. But for, yeah, Oh, yeah, I forgot. The 15-minute did confirm for lower too. So if you get a 1-minute confirmation that aligns with this change to delivery, you put your stop at the midpoint of it, which is basically probably like 305, 306. Let me just see that. This is kind of what I like to do. For something that's a good order block, yeah, okay. For a good order block, you just don't want price action to really come back to the midpoint of it. You just want to see a quick reaction. And I think this is what it should be for establishment here. But I think any time now, we're just going to just be chopping back and forth, consolidating. And then we're going to get a nice aggressive dump all the way to this next low into the gaps. And we'll have to see if we can add more to it, to our short. Five minutes respecting. If you guys see a short entry on the lower time frame, the 15 minutes also respecting for lower. Not much gaps are you can work with here. There's like a lot of wicks. Even the 30-second, I'm seeing the 1 minute too. Not much to really work with either. The only thing I would also like, you're looking at basically gaps, like fair value gaps to invert. You can also look at, it's not just about that. You also look about where is the bullish P to raise. This is a pretty clean breaker, right? I'm pretty sure you guys can spot this. Low, high, sweep that low, and then closure above. This is a P to rate. If this fails, that gives you conviction that we are still respecting the bearish P to rate, but violating the bullish one. So since there's no gaps, we just look at the order block or the breaker instead. So if we get a closure under 371, that is probably green light to short the next retrace too. We got Lanto in the building. Your voice is so hot. Lanto out here making me blush and shit. This is not the easiest short. I think shorting the 5-minute gap, if you're convicted for lower already, would have been the ideal. But if you want more ads, you wait for this to close. And we're about to get this closure. The next retrace should be a easy slam if it offers it. But if you're still holding from the short that we had from 300, you're still looking pretty. We're about to get this drive here. Yep. So if it does a retrace, go for it. If you already shorted here, the 5-minute, you're setting fine too. We should have no problems to really slam down now. Everything's respecting way too well for the downside. So conviction does go up here. Oh wait, did we? Oh, ES is so much weaker. Look at that. You guys see ES? Slight SMT here, right? And we just find the first toe dip inside the breaker here. So we still have a good amount to really drive down to. I mean, we're still chilling with that micro. About 40 points on this. 50 points coming soon. Didn't get the first entry, got the second entry. This is such a blessing, though. Like, if you miss the first one, you got the second one. If you miss the second one, there's probably a third one somewhere that we discussed. There's just like so many options to really go for here. But this is where you start peeling off. Anywhere inside this gap, you start peeling off for sure. Do you think it's healthy to look at the charts all day from 9:30 to 4 p.m.? How many is that? 3 hours, 3 hours, 30 minutes, and another 4 hours. It's like 7 hours? Is that 7 hours? That's a lot. Well, that's what I did too. I did that even more. I also did like Asia and London. There's some days that I did like 10, 12 hours on charts. So is it healthy? I don't think any health professional would be like, that's healthy. There it is. There it is. So we're just holding the micro that we mentioned. If you got the short in, I'm just going to take another one off right here. We'll just hold one here. Dude, micro is about to pay me, I'm about like $500 on micros right now. Don't even need to do a mini because it's quite volatile too. Just be cautious here because it could flip here or it could just slowly grind down to midpoint or even fill it all the way. But we had a pretty phenomenal short. And then if you are able to get a more ads in this area, because we still were drawing lower, pretty easy here. This is 50 points. We're just going lower. Let's see how far I can go. Let me go for next low here. Up 900 bucks on Top Step, up 500 on half my apex. Pretty good day so far. Just starting off slow. And FYI, for those who traded with me in Discord for Asia, I got cooked Asia. We kind of got back up here. How much do you normally risk per trade with micros? I normally don't trade micros unless it's somewhat volatile. I only decide to I did minis on Top Step for Apex. I've been doing more micros because I have such a good buffer. I think like all my accounts like above 9, at least 9. Most of them are like 10,000 above. And I'm just like, I'm basically 2 payouts ahead already. So I don't need to make that much. If I did minis, I'll probably been like $1,000, $2,000 day already. But you know, I'm cool with 500 doing like 5, 6 micros, 7 micros instead of 2 minis or 1 mini. It's like the same thing. Any chance you can go over the Asia session? Dude, Asia session. How many people were trading Asia? I got cooked. It's so bad because I was pretty bullish here. And then it just dumped down like, what the heck? How did it dump down like that? And then it just pumped up. Trump said something. I was like, actually, like, this is likely going to retrace, go down. We didn't get any confirmation here, but just pumped through it. I'm like, that was not fun. That was like probably my first time in Asia, like in Asia session where I got cooked and I alerted some trades and got cooked for my guys too. But that's like we had like such a high win rate on Asia. That was like the first one where we got humbled in a way. And what I said was, we're gonna see what happens for PM. I'm gonna get you guys back, and here we are, 60, 50 points up on this trade. $600 on these Apex accounts. I think I actually request again today or tomorrow or end of day. I don't know. Our long is valid. You would need confirmation here. I wouldn't just long blindly because it's still such a large gap. You look at this hourly here. I think the hourly is very important here. You have the hourly breaker. You have the hourly gap. If you split this up into quadrants, this is the midpoint here, right? Like, let's say midpoint is like 200. The top 25% quadrant would be like right here. We're like not even at 25% yet. We're starting to at the lows. So this will still be like long at premium. So I still think we can drive lower. I just don't know when the bottom will be, if there's a bottom. But just wait for a flip. Mainly probably the 5 minute. If we get a 5 minute gap and we flip it, then you start looking at longs. Until then, we just keep on letting it slide down. But guys, what is it? Is it Thursday? Am I tripping? Thursday. So Monday, win. Tuesday, win. Wednesday, win. Thursday, win. Even we take another loss, I think this is already big enough. I don't think I'm going to do like a 30, 40 point stop or something. So you're going to end up green for PM session. Can we get a win tomorrow to end a streak on what do you call it? A streak on this week where we only hit like bangers basically. There's some losses, but like I think the last 2 days we had like 3 trades total. 2 of them are green, 1 of them are red, and then we have much more positive, and we're still going. I have just 1 micro left. I had like I think six, 7 micros. We kept on peeling off, so I'm like down to 1 right now. But there's extra money because it's like when you have like 10, 20 accounts copy traded even in a group, 1 micro on account is basically 2 minis total. And if you kind of keep on doing that, like if you do 1 mini on each account, that's like 20 minis total. Are you Vic Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We kind of chatted about that a few times this week. But whether you guys got, I guess maybe we should ask the chat. Did you guys get the first entry or the second entry? Or even like somewhere down here? Because like, it was pretty clear. I was basically short bias conviction 95% of the session so far. Or probably 100%. I don't think I was bullish yet. Only when down here, I'm like, maybe we could start looking at upside. Second, first, still in. I got the 0 entry up at 320. That's good. Whatever it is, man. This first one is pretty clear. The second one is, I feel like a little bit more risky, but at the same time, we already showed respecting here. So like, it's probably the same level of the setup, but just this is a little bit risky because this is like at a good area here. You have a nice stable stop. You have a good draw. This one we already took the first low. We could have easily went back a little bit more. But I'm glad that we didn't, and we just respect this and just slam down. That was clean. Do you have a risk to reward strategy? I don't look at risk reward. Some trades could be 1R flat. Some trade could be 2R. Some trade could be 4R. In this trade here, so let's say this trade here alone, I think my main TP was this low. I'm not going to say like I'm going to go for like 100 points, but this is the main thing. This is already 3R. I didn't plan for this. It just happened. And here would be 2.29. I think this was bare minimum for 270. I think that's what we said. So you just play what you see in the chart. I don't think like if you do like a 10-point stop, you have to go for 20 points because what if that 20 points is like hard to reach just because of the chart, or you're missing out more points because you're going for 20 points. But the liquidity is like 40 points. You just gave up 20 points there. So that's why I don't really recommend, or for me, I guess, don't recommend going based off of points or risk reward exactly. Our trading is already looking at the charts anyways. If you want to flip bullish, I think we need to see a 5-minute gap. 5-minute bearish fair value gap get violated here. We're in a good spot, at least a decent spot to even try to do a flip. So like at the start of the stream, when we're up here, I'm like, this is such a dangerous long. I would prefer shorts. We shorted. Here, I'm like, this is probably more bullish than bearish now because we're in this PDA that's like supporting longs. And we also, I think this could be a bull breaker here. I don't know if you guys want to consider this a breaker. I'll still rather see this 5-minute closure flip first before you guys dig in. Do we have 250 likes yet? Some of you guys don't want the giveaway or something. We have 230. I guess we'll do this, the giveaway real quick here. Your Discord is for paying subscribers. We have 2 Discord. We have the Smart Prop from Discord, which is a free prop trading Discord, and then we have the Desi and Brian Discord, which I joined Desi to have like both of us. One day though, maybe we'll either drop Asia and start streaming AM or just stream Asia. I just don't. I need to figure out a good setup to stream Asia. And I might not be the only one who streams Asia because that's a lot of work. You gotta be at a certain time. I feel like if I bounce off of someone like Desi or Lanto, if we do like 2 days on, 2 days off, take turns, or even show up on each other, like that'll be pretty good. But Asia's so slow. Like most time I'm trading Asia, I'm just like, I alert like a commentary and I just like come back 5 minutes later, or I'm just like doing something else, doing other work. And when it starts confirming, then I start locking in. Yeah, we hit that area of interest already. This could come back up. This could be that one thing that I kind of described here where we just retrace inside and go for the leg up. Because at the end of the day, we still are drawing, if we're looking at like higher time frame for longs, we're still drawing to like 511s, I think. Is that 511? 536. Weekly highs. 536 here. We're just so bullish. That's the next liquidity target. That doesn't matter too much for us since we're scalpers, but it helps you read the higher time frame to align with the intraday time frame, which aligns to your low time frame, which is your execution time zone or time frame. We also have a bearish break here. This is pretty clear here. If we can get through this, I think longs are good. Just like how we marked out this bullish breaker. Remember how I said if this fails, I'm pretty sure we just sink down. This closure fails it. We just basically dumped another like 30, 40 points very quickly with no retracement. So same thing here. If we can break this bearish breaker, I'm pretty sure we already flipped 5 minute. We have a good shot to start grinding back up. When did you go live as Link came in late on the Desi Brian? So Desi live and alerts for AM, and I just alert for Asia. That's kind of our duo partnership there. Because I didn't want to trade AM. He also would let me just run Asia or one of the overnight sessions so we can cover 2 grounds. And then PM's free here. Most people, like even Lanto group, they don't really trade PM. We do. No one trades PM, to be honest. Have you gone through what you look for Asia? Is that for Discord only? Asia and PM is very similar. I think about this. Think of AM, New York AM, as like 3x volatility. And it tends to go for the main draw liquidity. When you think of Asia, Asia is typically just consolidation. Maybe range bound, just go for Asia highs or lows every time. And just consolidating. PM is basically somewhat the same thing. We're just consolidating. If AM already hit the target, which most time it already does, PM just sitting in that range. So for instance here, look at AM's range. This is like from 976 all the way to 339. That's like 400 points, 350 points. PM so far is like a fraction of that, and it's typically just within the range of AM. So I think that mesh well together. If I trade AM and then trade Asia, that is like too complex. I feel like it's too contrasting. But they're PM and Asia both very slow, very easy to manage. Lance trades all day. He mainly trades AM for his guys. I think sometimes he alerts for Asia or London, but it's very rarely. That's not his duty, like mine would be for like PM or Asia. But yep. Desi always also hops on our stream. He gives something for PM sometimes. We'll have to find more guests to bring on. I think I want to bring on not random guests, but more frequent guests. So like some of that comes on often, like at least like once a week type of thing. Desi does come on often. Lanto comes on once every week for Friday. I think he's gonna be on for tomorrow. Who else? Bring Patrick. Let's go. We're gonna bring Patrick and show him how to trade. Tempo trades is good, but he doesn't really trade PM session. I don't really know too much about Tempo. I think he's like a inversion trader, like a dodgy. He's probably a decent trader, a good trader. But I just blocked him because he's like self-promoting everywhere. And he acts like he doesn't know what he's doing. Which I don't really kind of vibe with. Like, Lanto kind of called him out too, and then I don't know what it is. He definitely does. It's so clear too, and I'm like, can you not do that? Like, we don't want that. He's like, what? What did I do? I banned him. I kicked him. He's like, please just unblock me or unban me. I'm like, dude, I gave you 2 chances. I told you not to do that, where he's still doing it. Where was he self-promoted? Like, literally everywhere. In Lanto Discord, my Discord, everywhere. But the odd reason, he does pay for the subscription. I think he paid for Lanto's subscription too. Just to kind of promo. Yeah, this... We're going to get through this bearish breaker. I think we're going to flip pretty good up. I think we already flipped the 5-minute. You guys can look for longs already. I'm waiting for this breaker to flip, and then I'll try to join along with you guys. Wait, so Bitcoin is pumping? Oh, it is pumping. Ethereum, dude. Lanto has a lot of Ethereum. I don't know crypto like that, but you guys know crypto, man. You guys are happy as hell right now. But it is kind of hard to bring people that actually alert trades on, or kind of not only give commentary, but give ideas and more open about it. Like, I know traders that would just give like thoughts, but not executions. Pretty long bias right here, right? Or starting to flip long bias here. 5-minute flip. We respected the hourly, 15-minute. Pretty much every time frame is kind of pointing up right now. And now we flip the 1 here. I think this is the one thing I was looking at. Perhaps we look at this as the breaker here. And you just get the long in that 15-minute gap here to stop under. About 20-point stop and just let it run. That's a kind of like my backburner idea, but I wanted to wait for more confirmation. But we'll likely get that. We'll likely get this invalidation of this bearish breaker and just start looking for next long setup. Brian got the entry, nice. I was considering it. I was very well considering it. But just imagine if you guys were in PM session for Monday to Thursday, 4 days of the week so far, we hit bangers after bangers. And it's like exactly how we do it here, where we're in the trade and we're hand holding the same entry, the same stop relative for like 5-10 minutes before it actually plays out. I mean, like, I don't know why it does that this whole week. Because think about this entry, we sat here for probably 10 minutes at least. So this is when the entry started, like 123 to 133, like literally 10 minutes of just idle back and forth before it just sinks. And we're a 1-minute trader, so we pay attention to every 1-minute candle. It is stalling out right here a little bit. This is pretty clear if we get all right, let me erase some of these arrows. I have way too many arrows now. Lots of it just pointing down, but it's already objective hit. We get a closure through this. We'll get we'll invalidate the bearish breaker here, and we'll validate the bullish breaker, and we'll send it higher most likely here. We'll also get that chain state delivery on this 5-minute here too. So like, I think a closure above 290 is important, and then after that, the first retrace will play for a short or longs. I mean, so it looks something like this on the 5-minute, right? Kind of the next setup I'm framing up right now. Is it not in my description? Maybe it's not in my description. So I was asking for my Desi and Brian Discord. I was just add that. Let's see. I thought it's in my description. No, it's not. Okay, cool. Let me add that then. It should be in my videos. Okay, maybe if you're looking for it, just look at my latest videos. It should be there. Pretty good right now. I think you start looking for longs. If you want full confirmation, we already got the 5-minute flip. This is the final one, and we flip this area here. This is pretty much a full send back up. Do you change your risk amount based on volatility, or is it more based off structure? I think it's volatility. So when you see candlesticks, there's like, right now we're moving. This is a 5-minute chart. We're moving like 20 points, 20 points, 30 points, 40 points, 20, and like consolidating here. It's still like normal volatility, but there's times like the Trump tariffs where we have the 1-minute candlesticks, literally 1-minute candlesticks moving like 50 points, 100 points per candle. I am definitely sizing down like a third of my size at least. Here we're just like moving like 5 points, 5 points, 6 points, 3 points. It's still manageable. But yeah, for the smart prop firm Discord, the free one, I'm gonna try to work with a few traders with it, the few guys that we have on, and just we could rotate streaming there and do some alerts, help do some planning session. This is the Discord I'm talking about, smart prop firm, and we're just trying to fill a lot of topics with like tip strategies on prop firms. We have a lot of people who worked on that, and then we're trying to develop a AI bot that answers very easy prop questions. Like if you want to know about the consistency rule or calculate it, you just ask it and then it'll spit out the answer and it'll just learn throughout the way. But yeah, we're doing a lot of things. I think smart prop firm is the main thing that we're trying to build up. I'm not even focused on my own Discord or brand as much. I just want to get this top level because it's the most way that I could help people. Cash rebates, baby, payout protection, and then soon there's gonna be more. What I'm trying to do, I think 2 ideas right now. Maybe you guys, while we're waiting for this to close above, 2 ideas right now. First idea is, what if we rotate the rebates where it's like it's 5% standard right now, right? What if one the firm we have 10% or 7.5% like boosted, just so we can give more back to the popular sale one. That, or we can look to do something like a free account if you hit a payout on one of those things. Like, so like take prop trader, if you buy the evals and pass it, you hit a payout, we also give you a free account with it. We would just need to work with the prop firm to kind of handle that. I think that's gonna take a little more time, but that'll be the goal for the next like 2 months. And then at that point, it's like no longer simple rebates. We're giving so much back. It's like the rebates, the best deals, payout protection, and then free accounts too. We have enough revenue to really pay for that too. Think about that though. You have a 150K take profit account. You pay $250 for. You get a payout, which is already part of it. You get to pass first, and you get a payout. So like it's like, let's say 40%, 30% chance you pass it, and then another 20, 30% that you get a payout probably only 10% of people actually hit this. If you get it, you get a free account of that same account. So if it's 150K, you get free 150. If you have a 50K, you get a free 150K. What is happening here? This is already inversion. I think this should support it, but I'm not too convinced of anything here. You guys like longs, right? I feel like this is pretty somewhat clear right now that we go up higher, but look at how strong we have this 15-minute chain state delivery here. The first tap in, we just freaking rejected pretty hard. I want to say this is still bullish. I was very bearish for most of the session. This is starting to look better. It's gonna be up to you guys if you guys want to get the long. I'm not trying to pull the trigger on a risky setup. Oh, we gotta do the giveaway, don't we? Did we have 250 likes yet? You guys gotta remind me we hit the like threshold. We're at 300. Okay, so every 250 likes, we'll do the giveaway. We're doing the first one now. Let's see if the bot works. just type it out. It's fine. Like, stream, comment, YouTube username one time. Dude, the bot is just dead. I keep on calling for the bot, and it's not picking up. Gotta fire this bot. Pope Leo, the first American Pope, is officially introduced. Is that what you guys were talking about? Talking about Pope earlier? I'm like, why is chat just spamming this? I was like, I have no idea why people are saying Pope right now. We're doing the giveaway right now. All you gotta do is like the stream and then comment your YouTube username one time. Just waiting, chat. Yeah, this is too choppy here. I can make the case for both sides still, but I think I want to lean like 65% upside and show otherwise right now. But there's no harm in pretty much sitting out, especially when you only need to be right in that one monetary one moment for a few hours of trading. I don't gotta be predicting everything here. All right, let's do a giveaway. Let's run this here. Giveaway winner is Ha Win. if you're here, say something in chat, and you can claim your giveaway by making a giveaway ticket on our Smart Prop from Discord. I see all your props. Have you tried Alpha Futures? I tried Alpha Futures. I'm waiting for. I'm such a cheap bastard. I think most of you guys know about this about me, especially like Lanto and Desi, but they are doing like a 10% discount. I feel like they're really expensive, but they have really good rules. They give it like Top Step, but like a little bit better. But it's much more expensive. It's like $300, $350 or something like that, or maybe just $300. And you have to pay a $150 activation fee. It's like $450 all in if you pass one shot. If you don't pass it one shot, it's like another $300. It's just very, very expensive. And when they're only doing 10% off, it's hard to justify it. Even though I could make a little bit more from it, but I just like to. I'm not in no rush. If they're not gonna give a discount, I'll just wait or not trade it. But you know, I'm already trading like 7 firms already. I don't need to rush into do 8, 9, 10. Too much firms is also too much anyways. The best discount they had was Xmas, no activation fee, and I got 2. Yeah, that's I saw that too. When they waived the activation fee, I'm like, that is really good. But when they have activation fee, like, how do you compete with Top Step? How do you compete with Buy Fund Futures? How do you compete with anyone? Like, technically, the instant funding is better because you're passing one shot, or you're already instant funding while the alpha still, you need to pass it. I think that's the challenge there. Do you use SMT? Yeah, I use SMT. It just doesn't have to be required for every setup. Did you see Haas reply? You have just been yapping. Yeah, the winner, Ha win, you gotta just make a ticket. That's it. Make a ticket on our Discord. It's a giveaway claim ticket, and then someone would handle it after the stream. Yeah, the market's just stuck here. We have another 30 minutes here. We hit a banger already, 50 points plus. We're just seeing what we else get here. SMT is basically a divergence. Let me see if I can find a good example here. There's always a decent example somewhere, especially the 5-minute. Like, I swear there's one here. I think here's a good example. You see my left side here? Asia lows here. Asia lows. No, this is not it. I mean, technically it is. This is the Asia lows. NQ swept the Asia lows. ES did. Left SMT and we moved up higher. The easiest way to explain SMT is just basically a divergence. And that is typically something that you could look for a reversal to see it flip. But just because there's SMT doesn't mean that we are going to flip. You have to pair that up with more analysis. So, for instance, also, if we did sweep this high and we move down, but on ES, we just kind of do something like this. We just see ES being weaker and Q stronger, but still SMT. And we see a potential reversal if we have this frame set up for it. Yeah, so this is looking bullish here, guys. We have a breaker set up now. Pretty much all I wanted here was a closure now. If we can get closure above this 5-minute, we'll try for another long setup here. We should have been long for lower, but it was consolidating. We had the confirmation already. The first confirmation was this 5-minute closure here. You started looking for longs already like 260s, 270s. And then we also retraced back in. Pretty good already. For TP, I think we'll go for the next high. So you want to go through past the 307s or 311s here, and then go for the next gap or area of interest, which is basically high of day. I think we have a good shot for high of day running through here. So this is likely going to invert. Oh, there we go. We'll get a 5-minute breaker here. If we choose to get a retrace around 290s and under 290s, 280s, I'll try for a long setup for higher too. I should have gotten longs earlier though. I think it's me hesitating because I'm already on a good win. If I didn't had a short already, I would have taken like a long somewhere here. Maybe even down here. Because I was pretty convicted. It is like, you gotta believe in conviction. I was bearish, and down here, bullish, confirmed bullish, and then it was pretty much bullish all the way up. Not gonna lie, yeah, we were calling it back to back. Was very convicted, but over leveraged. It's never good to be over leveraged. I feel like most of the time it's a bad idea to be over leveraged. Yeah, we're not getting any retrace. This is like a moonshot up. Looking good for higher still. We're really just pushing now. Do you trade PM only? I trade PM in Asia. I don't trade anything else really. It's not part of my schedule. Are we able to get a long entry in, you guys think? Because I am not seeing it. We're just... What's your Asia strategy? It's the same thing. The trade PM. It's very similar. We're pumping the skies. Whew. But ask me anything you guys want while we're waiting. Do you do the first giveaway? Yeah, we did the first one. If we have 500 likes, we'll do the second one. We're at 396 here, chat. You guys have 3 p.m. My strategy, I explain. If you look at my YouTube video, it's the video that calls for, it's like, what is it called? Essential trading, daily trading video. That's what it's called. You're sleepy already. I am kind of sleepy. I think when I'm just waiting, sometimes I do get sleepy because I didn't get my full 8 hours. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys also feel the same way. No matter when I sleep, I could sleep at 11, 10, 12, 1, 2 a.m. let's say. I think I slept probably at 1 a.m. last night. I always wake up at 8 a.m. Like, it's programmed in my mind for the last few years. And there's times where I just basically slept at 3 a.m. I got back late or just stayed up. I'll still wake up at 8. I don't know how I do it. It's probably not healthy either, but because I have an alarm set around 9, and I always wake up between 8 to 9 before the alarm hits. I just cancel the alarm. The alarm is just backup, but probably out of 400 days, I only needed the alarm to wake me up 2 of those days. Very shallow retrace, but we're moving high. We have a 5-minute gap here with a breaker. If we want to get inside of it, that could be a setup on its own, but if not, man, we're just chilling. Is NQ or ES stronger here? They're kind of similar, no? I think they are similar. Yeah, they're basically not. It's probably unhealthy to do it though, but you know what? It is what it is. It's called Trading Essentials. Yeah, that's what it's. That's what the name. I was looking for the name that I coined it. This looks good for a drive-in back to the 5-minute though. Looks pretty decent for it. When should we long? It's likely in this breaker here. Breaker, fair value gap. That's where I'm looking. If you don't get there, I'm not chasing. If you guys watch my stream enough, you never see me chase an entry. Especially when I have an entry idea somewhere and it just doesn't go to it. You're never going to see me just mark it in somewhere like that just because I feel like it's going to hit. Never, never. But congrats for those who were longs, though. Probably made some money. Good money. Next 5-minute gap right up ahead here. I gotta do a poll, chat. Let's see how many people are green or red today. Hopefully green. But answer honestly. Let's see here. Poll is up. Poll is up. Lumi Trades is struggling also. I heard that too. I heard Kane and Lumi, or I guess I don't know about Lumi. I saw her post on Twitter saying she'd been struggling a little bit. But Kane, I don't know if his post is satire or not. But I saw something on Twitter too. He made a post he's taking a break because he's offside. But you know what? May so far has been good to me. April has been, I'm making good money April, but am I satisfied with the results? It's too many back-to-back losing and just messing up, and the price action just messes with me. Likely because Trump volatility was prominent during April. He said he had a rough May. May only started though. It's like 1 week in. Like we're 4 days in May. I guess Kane tends to be more bearish though, so like I feel like lately has been ripping, and you would think like tariff news and all these other news would send it down, but that is what it is. You guys gotta look at the stats. Got my Apex stats. I posted April. I posted May as well. May so far is looking pretty good. This is what May looks like. April is here. Some red days, mostly green, but yeah, some reds here. Some of these days, this is mainly my Apex, but some days I would hit red on other accounts, like my top step or something. But this is my majority, and May so far is looking pretty good. We're slowly building that up. For the last 3 weeks, she's been 3 weeks. That's a long time. She's been hesitant on her trades, no conviction, taking a couple L's, and everyone's getting her head. That's what happened to me when I had my losing streak. Like, it's so funny because this year, this is like April. I had 3 losing streak, and people in the chat was like, "Why are you shorting this? Why are you longing this? You can't trade. You're unprofitable." I was like, did you forget we're on a burner for like half of the month? And it gets in your head though, because you're like, it's a managed risk loss. 3 losses in a row or days in a row that you have losing. It hurts though, but then you have people like saying like you can't trade because you just lost a few times. You gotta think more long term. You gotta think the whole month, think the whole year, help the whole quarter even. I think the quarter is also good. This is still the idea right now. I just don't know if we're getting that retrace, and we're getting close to 3 p.m. Anyone else been depressed from trading and had to take a break? I don't think I ever get depressed. It's just more about like, if I blow my accounts, I'm going to be down for the day. Sometimes, most times actually, when I blow my accounts, it's usually when I'm not on stream. I trade on my own and it was a bad trade or something happened, like platform issues. Just a lot of things, and then I just cancel all the streams. I'll just take the day off and just come back in the next day. I don't think I can ever stream while blowing the account. It just hurts me too much. But other part is like getting burned out. If you're feeling burned out because you're trading too much and you're not having fun in the markets, take a week off. Most people don't have obligation to trade every day, like kind of like I do, where I have to live stream, I have to do this. Most time, you guys are just like, you guys can do whatever you want. Literally do whatever you want. Take the week off, baby. Go on a cruise. A cruise is such a good reset. Honestly, when I had like it's funny because I take cruises when I'm on my win streak and also when I'm on my losing streak. So I'm like, I'm feeling burned out. I'm just going to go on a cruise. The cruise is going to come up. Sometimes it just happens that I'm already losing, or it happens that I'm winning high. You don't really know. I don't book it last minute. I book it like kind of like within a month. But Brian's a cruise, Steven. It's so easy though, because you have like a week or 4 or 5 days. You're on a boat with food provided everywhere. You can do whatever you want. You can relax, sunbathe. You can go in the water, explore a few cities. Also depends on the cruise ship if it's like a good cruise experience or not, for sure. There's some bad ones. I would want us to get this drive in here, come back up. Kind of what I'm looking at. I like Virgin Voyages first, and then Royal Caribbean, but Royal Caribbean is still overcrowded. Virgin's much less crowded. And there's no kids. If you guys are fine with kids, you know, Roar's there. Virgin is only 18 up. It's also very much more calm. You know, to hear kids screaming. So it just depends on your preference, right? This is so slow, chat. If you're in Florida, I think you can get a Virgin cruise like for 2 people. Usually cabins has to be for 2 people. For 2 people, let's say it's like, let's say 5 days is standard. It's I think like 1,500 or 2,000 for balcony, something around there. So not too crazy. Everything all inclusive. We're just getting very close to power. I'm willing to do some size or smaller size in this. We're also in the 1-minute breaker coming up. I think same idea. If you want to do a starter, you can. If not, you just wait for the flip. This is the main area. This is a BPR here, which I'll just mark as BPR instead. With a 1-minute breaker here, basically you don't want price action to move under 276. So very tight still. Pretty tight stop on this again. I would rather wait for a flip. It's too close to power hour. So what a flip means is like we're in a good area where we anticipate it would bounce because you have like the 15-minute, the 5-minute supporting it. What you want to see is instead of buying it on the way down, you buy on the way up. So let's say it could go like this, and then it should be like this. You want to buy here and then let it take you out, buy the move up, and we can see that with a 30-second flip, something like that. It's always good to have a starter though, so you don't get upset if it already moved without you. That's exactly the same thing I did earlier. I didn't add fully on this move up after sweep. I had my starter and I added when we flipped down. So this is the same idea basically. You look at this BPR, and honest, this could be too tight for a 5-minute setup because I can see it retracing here, but this is a general idea. If we get a closure under, so maybe you would want to do a little bit more wiggle room. I'm not going to size it too much on this. Pretty much it. We're like 10 more minutes for stream ends. If you guys want to do a giveaway, make sure you like the stream. We're at 408 right now. And then we're about to be popping up. Pretty good day so far. Green everywhere. Green everywhere. This just took too long for the retrace because like I usually want to just end everything near 3 p.m. and we're like 2:50. It could have got us at like 2:30 here. You would just get a simple retrace. But have fun on this, guys. If you guys did take a short or if you want another entry, this is what you're looking for. You want to see this hold this BPR. It's coming back down right now, but still the same goal. I still like this to work. Like the going for a high day. Good gig. Even tapped in another wick inside the breaker, so like you have so much to work with here. You just want to make your stop under 275s minimum. And if you wanted like a little bit more wiggle room, you're good. Not bad, not bad. We're getting a nice bump. This is already like 10, 12 points, whatever it is, depending on where you get. It's like about 13, I guess. You would try to get the first TP at the next eternal high, but I would like to see the 5-minute gap get hit first, or aim. But I'm not sized that much on this one, guys. It's just way too close to power hour. So even if this is a big win, it's not going to be crazy for me. And hopefully you guys enjoy. We have one more day of the week, Friday. Do we have news Friday? I'm going to check. Let's let this play out. Trump speaks at 10 a.m. We saw that nothing on Friday, so we have a nothing burger here. That means we just gotta play basics most likely. Very consistent trading. Wait for a setup and take it. Friday should already be the continuation, or FMC already got cleared, right? So we don't really anticipate too much happening. If it does want to continue with FMC momentum, we would want to see the weekly high get ran, and you'll likely see overnight move already. It won't just be AM session. So yeah, this is pretty good here. I don't know. I think Friday could just do a TGIF too, where we just maybe get another pop and then just come back down, retrace, consolidate here, and then we'll see what happens next week. Possible scenario here. I really like this setup. I do too. I just don't like the time, because my stats when I'm trading very close to 3 p.m. it's just horrendous. And another thing I want to point out too, besides time period alone, I like this as the first TP target. So if we just basically confirm this breaker and just retrace down, that'll be such an easy 1-to-1 here, and then you just let that go. But we already took that, so like I think it downgrades the setup. I didn't want it to take out this high yet. I want to wait, but regardless, it's still bullish bias because we have the framework for it. Why we have that is the hourly drive in popping up higher, 15-minute drive in popping higher. We also going through the OB here, the change it delivery. The 5 is very clear. We have this 5-minute gap, close above. We inverted this area, and then we have this 5-minute gap with this breaker. As long as this holds, I still believe we move higher, but again, power hour is coming in 3 minutes. Best stream on YouTube. That is what is up, guys. We got one big banger today. This is going to be pretty much nothing for me. It's just still at the same entry area. I'm likely just gonna let that play out with 1 micro just for fun, but I already got my money in. About $400, $500 on each account. $900 on my top step. Not bad, not bad. If you guys want to ask me anything, go ahead now. We'll be around for another few more minutes before we wrap up. We started the stream late too. I think we started like 1:05. We usually start a little bit before 1. Can you transfer some money to my account? You're gonna need some power hour for this to pump. It's still consolidating. Looking for people to hang out with and trade Asia. Do you have that in Discord? I have that with Desi and Brian. That's what we do. We do want more people to trade with us, not trade watching us, you know? Because if you think about becoming a trader, you don't want to just follow someone blindly or just follow someone for alerts or whatever. You want to start learning and then take it off on your own. So that means you have to contribute too. Similar to on stream, like you don't have to tell me about it. You could if you want on the stream, but you're like, you should point out like, oh, I like this breaker. What do you think about it? I think I'm gonna play for this. If this flips, I would like to flip my bias and go for this. This is my current draw liquidity. Like just like a lot of things. Like it's like kind of like proactive trading rather than just you sitting back waiting for signals. Do you work out or walk or exercise? I need to, man. I'm trying to build a home gym. I've been doing that for a long time. I got like most of it done, but it just, when I'm in that grind, I'm in the grind. But when I'm not, it just like once every few weeks, just using it. But yeah, back in my college though, I was like pretty consistent. I think I was doing like 4 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week, depending on my schedule. And I was living in the dorms. We had the food there. We had the gym. It was very convenient. I was just grinding, studying, trading, gym. It's like those three. It's like gym, trading, school. There's rinse and repeat plus sleep. But now I'm so out of it now. I need to get back into it. Elite Trace said don't recommend Discord. I already said so many times, I don't stream on Asia. I stream PM on YouTube for free. You don't have to buy that. For Asia, all I do is alert. And if you are looking at my track record for the last 2 months, we're probably hitting like 80% win rate on Asia, which is pretty big. Yesterday, I got humbled. We all know that. I kind of said that already. But that's the first major day that we took a loss on when we had back-to-back winners. Just like the stream, like, you know, last week I had multiple losers, and you saw my P&L, 3 back-to-back losses. But then you look the whole month, it's like green for 15 days straight. Must still have memories, I heard. We'll see. We'll find out. Oh, we just did a dump, I think. Yeah, that's a power hour move here. I thought this would work again. This would be only working if we left this high. That would be much more safe. And if we didn't do it at power hour. Thoughts on Top 1 Futures affiliate? I think they are still like a little bit new, relatively. They gave us a code they offer to help us with a rebate, which is great. It's just kind of a waiting time to see like, do we want to add them or do we want to not? But people are using our code though. Code Smart applies to everywhere, even firms that we don't have listed. And when we do have them onboarded, we'll actually honor all the rebates. Are you bouncing between a bunch of trade view tabs, each with different time frames? That's exactly what it is. So I'll just go over again. This is the 1 minute for the most part. This is 1 minute here. This is my low time frame one. Next one's 5 minute. Next one's 15. Next one's hourly. Next one's 4 hour. Next one daily. Next one weekly. I kind of use a lot of them just so I can analyze everything. I also show you how I have it set up. If you want to copy it, you look at my essential trading video on YouTube, the 50-minute video. It goes over everything, like everything you need. My chart colors, my trading patterns, or charting style, my trading ideas, and my model, essentially. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. I took a few micros on this. Took that stop out there, but I wasn't really too ambitious on this, just because it's just close power. We're good. I think we're gonna wrap this stream up, guys. Very big move coming. All right, so I'll see you guys for tomorrow. We'll see if we take a trade Asia. I don't know if we will, but we'll see. This is a deep drive. No 5-minute closure, so this is still like holding in that aspect. I'm just gonna wrap this up. I think it could still move back up though. See you guys tomorrow. Show up for Friday. I think we're doing a trio stream with me, Lanto, and Desi. Have a good one, chat.